Hi lovelies, welcome back once again to my channel. In today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you guys how to cut and sew this rose sleeve. I'm going to be showing the two methods on how to achieve this. If this is your first time of coming across my channel, hi, I am Nkirukaobaego. In this channel I upload videos on how to cut and sew. I also share sewing tips. So do well to subscribe, click on the notification bell and like this video so that it will get to others, okay, people that may be interested in the video. So now this is the pattern paper we are going to be using. You need a pattern paper, your fabric, scissors, tape, okay. So what I'm doing now is to fold my pattern paper on a bias form like this. In case you don't know, we've started the class, okay. So as you can see, my pattern paper is on a bias fold like this, okay. And you also need your basic sleeve. As you can see, I have mine here. All right, so observe carefully how I placed this basic sleeve on the pattern paper. Moving on, guys, if you have observed carefully, you will notice that the part of the sleeve head was placed on the folded part of our pattern paper on bias. Did you see? So the next thing you are going to do is to tape it down like this, okay. Observe carefully. All right, so here I'm marking 1/2 inch sewing allowance. This will serve as a reminder for me, okay, so that I'll be able to remember when transferring this pattern to fabric. So you can just leave yours. When transferring to fabric, you add your 1/2 inch sewing allowance if you are not going to forget. All right, so this is just like a reminder for me. So now that is being noted, the next thing I'm going to do is to cut out like this. Can you see? And now we move on to our fabric. Again, I'm going to be placing the fabric on a bias form like this. As you can see, I believe we all know how to place our fabric on a bias form. And our pattern paper also, I'm going to place on top of this fabric. Observe the way I place this. You will notice that the folded edge of the pattern paper was also placed on the folded part of our fabric, okay. Can you see? So the next thing I'm going to do is to pin the fabric down, okay. This will make it not to move. So after pinning it down, the next thing I'm going to do is to add my allowance, 1/2 inch sewing allowance, okay. So you can mark the 1/2 inch before cutting out, or you can choose to cut out like me if you can guess your 1/2 inch accurately. So at the lower part of the sleeve here, I added 1 inch for folding allowance, okay. And at the side of the sleeve here also, I added 1/2 inch seam allowance. So this is how you are going to cut your fabric, and the next thing you are going to do is to sew. So we are done with the drafting part of our sleeve. So here I've gone ahead to sew our sleeve, as you can see, on the 1/2 inch allowance. So I'm going to be notching this part of the sleeve. So by notching that part, it will ease off tension on the sleeve at that area. Did you get? So now the next thing we are going to do is to turn the fabric to the right side, and we are going to form the rose, okay. So we'll start from the top part of the sleeve like this, and we go down. Make sure you exhaust the excess fabric. That is just the technique to this, okay. Exhaust this excess fabric. So here I've formed the rose sleeve, but I'm going to be adjusting this till I'm satisfied with what I'm seeing. Okay, so there is no rules to this one, there is no technique to this. Just adjust it to the way it's appealing to your own very eyes, and you are good. So that is what I'm doing here. So here You can use your needle and thread to tack this down, okay, or you can also pin down first to get your desired look, and then finally you tack with your needle and thread. Whichever way you want to do it, it is totally on you. Did you get? But for me, I'm pinning them down, so later on I'm going to tack down. Because this is just for tutorial's sake, did you get? I did not interface the sleeve. I advise that if you're sewing this for yourself or for a client, you have to interface this using a light interfacing, please. Okay, you don't want it to be too hard. Okay, I don't know if you understand, but I hope you get it right. All right, so the next thing you are going to do, you continue to pin. There is nothing you are going to do, just keep pinning, because the moment you are done pinning and tacking down as desired, you are done with your sleeve. Just like that, you are done. Now guys, support me by liking this video. When you like this video, someone somewhere will get a chance to view also. Okay, so if you've not liked, please click on the thumbs up icon you can see, and subscribe please. If you've not subscribed, click on the notification bell so you'll be notified for every of my videos. Okay, so once I'm done with this, the next thing I'm going to do is to place it on the mannequin for a better view. Okay, that is basically everything about this particular sleeve. And once we are done with this, I'm going to be showing you another method on how you can draft this sleeve, but with a lesser fabric, in case you don't have enough and you still want to achieve a rose sleeve. Okay, there is another method to it. So here guys, this is it on my mannequin. You can see the beauty of this sleeve. So this sleeve can be long sleeve, it can be short sleeve. Okay, it totally depends on you, on what you want. Okay, but I have a long one here. So the next one we are going to be doing is a short sleeve, but we are going to be exhausting a lesser fabric. Now guys, moving on to the second method on how to draft a rose sleeve. What you need to do is to slash the center of your basic sleeve pattern like this, as you can see me do. The next thing you are going to do is to place the pattern on your fabric. Mind you, this fabric is not on fold, it is a single fabric. Just locate a corner of your fabric, preferred fabric, okay, then you place your pattern on it just like the way I did here. Okay, you pin down. This method conserves fabric. You are going to get the rose sleeve, but not an exaggerated one. Did you get? So whichever method you want to use. So after this, I'm going to cut. Okay, note that you are going to add your side seam allowance. So in terms of the allowance, I would advise you add every of your allowance while drafting the sleeve, okay, so that when you sew, you just take out the amount of allowance that you've added. Okay, so here I'm assuming that every allowance is here, and next thing I'm going to do is to fold the sleeve like this. Observe the way I'm doing this. So can you see? So now that the sleeve is like on a bias form like this, I'm going to sew this part I just showed. Can you see it here? I've already gone ahead to sew. Okay, so now you can remove your pattern papers. This is this assumed folded edge. So now the next thing you're going to do is to turn over and form your rose sleeve again. So go ahead and turn your fabric to the right side and form your rose sleeve. So you are going to keep doing this until you are satisfied with what you have, and that is it. Also note that you can actually add lining to your sleeve, the both sleeve. Okay, you can add lining to them. So because I'm not sewing this for anybody, it's just for tutorial sake, I just thought to show you guys how to achieve them. If you've watched so far, thank you. Please do well to like this video, click on the subscribe button and also on the bell icon so that you'll be updated each time I upload a video. Now guys, with this we've come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you found it helpful. Please like, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. Bye.